You may have seen some headlines from earlier today. A woman in Miami-Dade County, she's with me right now, Linda Cuadros. She owns a travel agency called Connect Colombia. I actually like visiting Colombia, but that's not what we're here to talk about this afternoon. Linda, thanks for coming on. You're suing the county because, and correct me if I'm wrong, you don't feel that the mask mandate should be something mandated. You don't think it should be enforced. Can you explain that a little bit more so I understand exactly how you feel and the audience does as well?
Yeah, so it's not necessarily just about me. This was a collective effort. My name is on the lawsuit, but there are a lot of citizens who are behind this and business owners. It's not necessarily because I don't believe that the county should force, or as you said, it's more about the legality of things. And they are not necessarily doing things the right and the legal way, right? They're overstepping their power, which I understand in, some instances. In the case of what they like to call an emergency, they have certain rights to kind of limit our rights. But in this case, it's pretty capricious and radical what they're doing. So what I did was I researched other lawsuits in other counties, in other states, in other cities, as well as constitutional law, and then met my lawyer, who's Anthony Sabatini, and we discussed the legality of things, and that's how this came about.
Now, I'm sure a lot of people are probably asking, well, we have COVID-19 out there. We see some numbers that are going up. Why would she do this? Like, why now? So to those people that are asking that question, what do you say to them?
What does COVID-19 have to do with the face mask? Until March 3rd, actually on March 3rd, you had the Surgeon General and you had pretty much everybody, including Dr. Fauci and the other doctor, I believe, is it Dr. Burks? I don't know if that's the proper
Dr. Burks. That's
correct.
one of them.
Saying that we shouldn't wear masks, that masks do nothing, that only if you have and show symptoms, as it's always been, you should wear a mask. It wasn't until actually April 3rd that they changed their minds based on some reports, most of them coming from China, that said that perhaps maybe, not absolutely, asymptomatic people could spread COVID-19. Those are reports. There's no science. There's no studies behind it. It's not factual. It's the same thing when we have flu season. Nobody walks around with a mask. And to be honest with you, I think this is the first time in history where the government has decided to treat everybody equally, as if we were all sick. And of course, if you are at risk, if you are over 65 years old, if you do suffer from diabetes or any of these pre-existing conditions, you should take care of yourself. You should stay home if you want to. You should wear a mask if you want to. Or better yet, you can order everything online. You never have to leave your home.
When you go out, assuming you do, and you have a company, Connect Colombia, a travel agency, in the lawsuit it said that even your business is being hampered a bit because of the mask requirement. How are you when you go outside your house, even let's say today or tomorrow, and how can you exactly say how it's hindering some of your business and maybe some others?
Well, number one, why is the government, and why are people okay with the government telling private businesses what to do? That's the first question to you, is why is it that Miami residents, or any U.S. citizen for that matter, it's okay and willing to accept the government telling private businesses how to run their business? For example, Costco made it into their mandates or their policy that everybody has to wear a mask. They actually made it themselves. It wasn't forced by the government. Perhaps they got the idea, but that was a policy that they're not requiring. If I go to Costco, I'm going to respect that, or I'm not going to go at all, right? If I don't feel like giving them my business. everyone else is being forced, or the government is forcing them to do that. So that is my question to you and the audience, is why are you guys okay with the government telling private businesses what to do? And then the second part of this whole thing is, when I go out, do I wear a mask? No, I don't wear a mask. I'm not sick. I don't have any COVID symptoms. I don't have anybody that I live at home or that lives with me who has any pre-existing conditions or would, suffer tremendously from this at all. If I did have COVID, or if I did have any symptoms, I just simply would self-quarantine. I would do my part in preventing the spread of the disease.
Have you yourself been tested at all for COVID or even the antibodies yet?
No.
What kind of reaction do you get, if any at all? I don't know where you go. I mean, maybe you could tell us some places you go. But what kind of reaction do you get from people? And have you even been stopped by businesses or law enforcement saying, hey, you're not wearing a mask?
Well, first of all, law enforcement doesn't have that jurisdiction. And no, I have been, obviously, as you know, the gyms are closed and I work out every single day. So I've had to go outside to do a workout, skating, biking, etc. And spoken to many police officers who do not agree with the face mask mandate. They're annoyed themselves that they have to wear that and be out in the sun and be working. So they have no jurisdiction on that, to be honest with you. And most of them don't even care. I did have somebody today somewhere where I'm not going to disclose tell me to wear a mask. And it's funny because the store attendants apologized to me about that lady's actions because they don't want to do this, right? It's not them, it's the government. And the government is actually, they threatened businesses to be shut down and they don't enforce these very radical mandates. I don't necessarily try to go out. Where can we really go out right now, right? We just go get the essentials and I work from home. So I try to limit where I go, where I spend my money as well, and try to do a lot of online shopping if I need to go at all, or curbside pickups as well. It's not like I'm trying to, go everywhere and just annoy people.
Is this more about the mask being, I mean, nobody likes wearing a mask, obviously. I don't think anybody will say, hey, I love wearing a mask. I mean, it's kind of annoying. But it sounds to me, this is more like your point is the government really shouldn't have a say more than, okay, the mask is a pain in the butt.
Correct. Constitution, stick to the Constitution, the Florida Constitution, stick to the U.S. Constitution. Know what to do. Nowhere in our executive order from Governor DeSantis does it say that we need to wear masks. On the contrary, the county's executive order contradicts what Governor DeSantis said, and even the CDC, they recommend masks. They never said it's mandated.
Right. The county could be a little stricter. My last question for you though is the reaction that you're going to get to this, whether you're right or wrong, whether your lawsuit wins or loses, the public reaction that you're going to get to this, it's got to be kind of expected by you, no?
And what do you mean, the public reaction?
Well, the public reaction right now, where okay, things are ticking up, and you're saying, okay, nobody should be mandated to wear a mask. Like, you see how that's going to probably come off, right?
Right, but what about all the protests that are going on and all the gatherings of thousands of people, right? A month ago, we were grandma killers if we were out. A month ago, everybody was being, medical professionals and all these people were saying, don't go out, stay home, save lives. There was hashtags for all these things. And then we move in 3 weeks later with a very unfortunate event that happened. I am super pro First Amendment, peacefully assemble. But are people worried about that? Because masks doesn't necessarily stop the virus from spreading. And you have people, thousands of people getting together and marching down the street. None of those people have them tested. Nobody knows if they have antibodies. So my question is, why the selective outrage? I'm just trying to do things the legal way. It doesn't mean I'm saying abolish masks, don't wear any mask at all. It's just very simple. We are checking the government. That's all we're doing. We're not trying to do anything else, right? So if you feel like wearing a mask, you should wear one. Or maybe don't go out at all. Just get everything sent at home, right? You have Amazon, you have Uber Eats, you have Whole Foods delivering at home now. Target. I mean, there's so many things that you can do. If you're so scared of this virus, you can always just pick up everything curbside pickup, right? It's amazing. Or just have everything delivered at home.
There's a lot of people who will disagree with you, and there's people who will agree with you. That's
Mm-hmm.
just, that's
Yeah,
where we are today. Linda
right.
Cuadros, you own Connect Columbia, again,
Correct.
suing the county over the mask
Yeah,
mandate.
but let me just make this clear.
Sure.
That is included in there because I'm a business owner. You know, when you do lawsuits, it's part of what's included in there. But this is not about my business, right? This is on a personal matter. And like I said, I have a lot of business owners and a lot of people in Miami and other counties as well who agree with this, who they think that, you know, the government shouldn't be telling private businesses what to do.
Linda, I appreciate your time, and stay safe.
Thank you.